We live.
Kind. All right, Shalawam.
Shalawam.
So the brothers from Great Millstone, New Orleans, coming at you with another live lesson. Before we get started, we're gonna give our praises, glory, infinite honors, and two.
YAHAWAH, bahasham, bahasham, bahasham.
Bonds to your apostles and elders, Great Millstone, who taught us the truth, rule well, and peace, blessings, salutations be to the hopefully elect. All right, as well as those that believe in the gospel, and may you endure to the end, Lord willing. All right, and me and the brothers, we just gonna get into a lesson. You know, basically predicated on, what's going on with the current situation. All right, another proxy war between Iran and Israel, right? Which these are two major players, all right. But we can use this as another a measuring tool to understand that they are not the real people. Okay, you had during the times of King David, all right, and you had heathen that actually entered into the land of Jerusalem. If a brother can grab that account for me, when the lions, tore them apart, I believe is in First Kings, Second Kings. Brother can grab that, But according to prophecy, it was told that once the mountain of the Lord, all right, Zion, the monument of Israel be established, that the nations will be in subjection. All right, it will be no more wars. All right, and it will be happily ever after. It will be peace on the earth, man. All right, the only ones that's gonna be stirring things up is gonna be the Israelites when you're putting a foot and you heed the nation's ass, man. All right. But go with that Isaiah 2.
This is Isaiah 2 and verse 2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it.
Right, all nations shall flow unto it, man. All right, in a mountain or a hill, it represents the government, right? When Yahawashi makes his return, brother could hold Daniel 7 and 18. When he makes his return, he's going to establish the government, man. All right, he's going to establish that righteous order in which all of these heathen nations, they're going to have to come and serve. All right, and they're going to have to keep the high holy days. You see, this is what happens when Israel, all right, the Lord's chosen people, is actually back on top, ruling in the planet Earth, man. All right, and we know according to 1948, all right, with the Balfour Declaration, all right, they made it. They made a pact, all right, a contract to say, oh, we are actually the people, all right. And then months after that, what did they start doing? Waging war on different parts, man. You see, but the scriptures clearly tell you. Go ahead, read. I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Verse 3, and it says, and many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up unto the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
Right, and are many people flowing unto the so-called Israelis? Right, they have to come to America for help, man. You see, they have to come and make a pact with these other nations for help. It says,
like I say, the scriptures refer to them as what? The smallest among them.
Yep.
Which we understand through the scriptures. Yahawah and Yahawashi is centered around, well, we're centered around what? Yahawashi, man. Right? The Israelites.
Yeah.
See, but you got it.
But it said that he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his path. So they're not teaching the ways of the Lord.
Right.
And nobody's walking in the paths of the scriptures, man. All right. They don't understand the truth. They don't know the truth. All right. And they're actually teaching contrary to what the Lord wants.
Right. I was gonna say, basically, like the brother's going into basically the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
So if these people are coming, they're coming to serve the Israelites, right? And it also says in that verse, it says to the house of the God of Jacob. If the God is the God of everybody, why are they saying we're going to go to the house of the God of Jacob?
Yeah.
That's specifically referring them to the Lord is the God of Israel. It's very simple.
Yeah, it's very simple.
He's not the God of everyone.
Keep going up.
Verse 4, and he shall judge among the
Salakia. I forgot this last part because it says, out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. Is the word of the Lord going forth out of Jerusalem right now, man? No. The only thing that's going forth out of that land is missiles right now, man. You know, in which we can clearly see that that's another red flag to say, oh, these are not the people, man. You know, but go ahead, Al.
We seeing a small fraction of what the stars of heaven are gonna look like.
That's right.
On a very small,
That's it.
prophecy, so to speak.
Yeah.
Verse 4, and it says, and he shall judge among the nations,
Mhm.
and shall rebuke many people,
Mhm.
and they shall beat their swords into plowshares.
Right. The modern day sword is what? A killing instrument. All right. The gun. Okay. Your rocket launchers. All right. Your missiles. Right. These are the modern day killer instruments, man. These represents the swords.
Yep.
But the scripture said that the swords into plowshares, which is a gardening tool. All right. Something that you use to harvest with, man. Go ahead.
And their spears into pruning hooks.
Mhm.
Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
And that's a straight cut to you, man. All right. It said that all of the nations are not going to lift up a sword against each other, man. All right. And we can clearly see you got Russia, Ukraine. All right. You got China ready to make their move on Taiwan. Right. You got the Iran and Israel that just broke out recently.
Yep.
Okay. And there are going to be more wars, man. You see? But it clearly says that neither shall they learn war anymore. So in the kingdom of heaven, once YAHAWASHI comes back and puts this place in a subjection, all right, and put all the enemies under his foot. Brother could grab that at 2 Corinthians 15 and 23, I believe. You know, once he do that, that's a wrap. It ain't gonna be no more wars, all right, no more proxy wars. All right. World War III is gonna be the war to end all wars, man. All right, and that's when YAHAWASHI is gonna make his return in the midst of it. Okay, after the MOTB has been mandatory implemented. Any brother got any precepts, any points? Y'all run. I gotta start down the line down the.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to say, like, what the brother was saying earlier about these people that call themselves Jewish. They don't know the law. This is a law, and I'm going to read what it actually says, and I'm going to read what they teach it means. This is Exodus 23 and 19. It says, the first fruits, the first of the first fruits of the land, thou shalt bring into the house of Yahweh thy power. Thou shalt not see the kid and his mother's milk. And they teach that you're not supposed to eat cheese and meat at the same time. So you can't eat a cheeseburger.
Come on, man.
That's what so-called Jewish people believe, man. You can, brothers can Google this. They teach you're not supposed to eat milk and meat in the same meal. That's what this means. That has nothing to do with this, man.
Come on.
All right, you're not supposed to eat veal like a young animal that's still, breastfeeding, man. That's what that means. It's simple. A simple commandment. The so-called Jews, they can't keep it because they don't know the scriptures. The Lord's not dealing with them. All right, his statutes and his judgments were given unto Israel, no one else.
Right.
You got it right.
Y'all brother got anything? Go ahead. You got something?
Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. Great Lady Yahushua, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews, but are not, for of the synagogue of Satan.
Read it again.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. Great Lady Yahushua, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews, which say they are Jews and are not, or of the synagogue of Satan.
Right, in which this YAHAWASHI, he was cursing out you wicked Jakes, man. All right,
Right.
in which we apply this to you Edomites now. All right, you guys that occupy the land. All right, you call yourselves JOOs, man. All right, and you are not the people. Okay, you may be Shemitic, but we it's not even Semitic. It's Shem. We all come from Shem, man.
That's right.
All right, so how can we be anti Shem when we come from that same line? You know, but go ahead.
Right, just to add to your point, there's a lot of people that come from Shem.
Yeah.
They coin term the phrase anti-Shem.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah. That was it. Khan, go ahead.
I got you. Now that walked it into the Second Kings that you wanted.
Oh, Khan.
This is 2 Kings chapter 17. And I'm gonna start at 20. It says, and the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel and afflicted them and delivered them into the hand of spoilers until he had cast them out of his sight. For he rent Israel from the house of David And they made Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, king, and Jeroboam drave Israel from following the Lord and made them sin great sin. For the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam, which he did, they departed not from them, until the Lord removed Israel out of his sight. And he had said by all his servants, the prophets, so was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon, and from Cathar, and from Avah, and from Hamath, and from Severim. I don't know how to say that, but Severim.
If I can say it real quick, because after the exile, with just a quick, summing up right quick, after the king of Assyria, he pretty much exiled Israel to a foreign land and brought in his own people, all kind of different nations from different parts, man. Go ahead.
This was the first time the Northern Kingdom was removed from the land.
Yeah, I was about to add that too. It says, and the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon, from Cathar, and from Avah, and from Hamath, and from Severim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel. And they possessed Samaria and dwelt in the cities thereof. And it was at the beginning of their dwelling there that they feared not the Lord. Therefore, the Lord sent lions among them, which slew some of them.
Go ahead.
Keep going.
No, you can speak on it.
Oh, kind of, yeah. Because obviously it wasn't our people wasn't in that land no more. Okay, we wasn't in that land, and if they couldn't follow the law, statutes, commandments, the Lord is funny enough. The Lord sent lions to slew these heathen that tried to take our place. All right, but again, you bringing that out, it kind of equates, what's going on right now as well, because we have heathen in our land right now, and right now the Lord is sending another form of lions, which is coming in the form of missiles, which is destroying these people. All right, because these are not the true Jews that are sitting in our land right now. All right, which they need to be destroyed.
Right, and just to add on to what you're saying, if they are the true JOOs, where's YAHAWASHI?
Exactly.
Where's King David?
Exactly.
They say that it tells them that the saviors will come back and judge the earth.
Yeah. But that's the only way that we're going to be set in the land. The Lord has to come back first. Then it has to be destroyed. When was it completely, totally, utterly obliterated by missiles, man?
Right.
When was it cleansed? When was it cleansed?
Kinos.
When was it refreshed, man? That hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened on the planet Earth. That prophecy hasn't been fulfilled, man.
Where are the other tribes at?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. We don't know what the 10 tribes.
Levi.
Yeah. Come on.
I got a quick precept.
Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 11:11, just to back that brother up, and it says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people.
The second time, right? And what's the first time was the exodus out of Egypt.
That's right.
You see, that was the last time that the Lord actually saved Israel with a major salvation, man. All right, from the hand of our enemies. Okay. Yes, it was different judges that he raised up, all right, throughout the history, but that was the last major event, man. All right, when the Lord actually showed what you call it? His force, man. His enormous miracles, man. And that's what he's getting ready to do now. Go ahead.
And it says, his hand again for a second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea.
Right. Well, these are Israelite foreigners, man.
Right.
That's scattered throughout the earth. Go ahead.
And he shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. So the point being made, how can you be the people when that hasn't happened?
Right.
This Zechariah 9:6, the back of it up, and it says, and a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. So that's just telling you, like, they fatherless, they bastards in the land right now.
Yeah, the Lord said If you without chastisement, you're a bastard, man.
that's it.
And they have been without chastisement. They enjoy the pleasures of the earth, brother.
That's right.
You know?
They not trouble as other men.
Yeah,
Right.
they're not in trouble as other men. Yeah.
Your boy.
Yeah, like his boy.
Go ahead, bro.
Go on.
All right, Luke chapter 21 and verse 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword
Mhm.
and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of Gentiles until the times of the Gentile be fulfilled.
Yeah.
So we already knowing that, you know, that's just the top part of that. This precept talking about what 70 AD of southern tribe. So we haven't been back in the land since what 70 AD. So who the hell is that now?
Yeah.
Trotting it down. You know what these people, you know, constantly don't he say would have a war with Amalek from generation to generation. We go with that Exodus chapter 17.
17, yeah.
And you know, so we seeing right now that it just not matching up, you know, who the people are, you know, and when now that the land is getting trodden down, you know, all sorts of destruction, you know what I'm saying? All sorts of abomination, these damn rainbow peoples right there in the land. You know?
Right, right.
So the Lord ain't for all that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're gonna let it go with that.
They also have what over there? Kosher pig.
Coach
man.
said that was
Kosher pork.
all sorts of abomination.
That's insane, man. Kosher pork.
Don't even make sense.
That's
Yeah, it don't make no sense. Like, the land is
Yeah,
it's
Pink City.
hell, it's destruction going on over there. You know, explosion, death and destruction. How the hell is the people's in the land?
Come on, man.
Yeah, excuse me.
No, it don't make sense.
It
man.
don't make no sense.
Don't line up with the prophecy.
Don't lie.
Don't line up with the scriptures, man.
Yeah, somebody lying.
You people don't line up with the scriptures, man.
That's right.
At all.
I got one.
I got one.
After that, brother.
Guys, the curses, if I could say too, brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead, man. I got it.
Guys, Isaiah 60, verse 18. Violence shall be no more be heard in
Yes.
thy land,
Yes.
wasting nor destruction within thy borders.
Mm-hmm.
But thou shalt call thy walls salvation and thy gates praise.
Can I say something more?
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, because ultimately that's going into when we get back in our land. All right, we're gonna have our spiritual bodies. All right, YAHAWASHI is gonna be governing everything, and the men of the Lord are gonna be, you know, basically like generals, you know, all around the earth, man. All right. Hey, there won't be a need for different armies and navies, and now we're gonna be powers in our own selves, man.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
The Lord said I will make you my new sharp threshing instrument. Hey man, we are going a member of the 144,000 the
144,000.
144,000.
Mm-hmm.
He's that one man is going to be the army himself, man.
That's right, brother.
All right. And when you like it says that Jeremiah 16 that the fishers shall become hunters. Hey man, the Lord gonna give those men those spiritual powers, man. It ain't gonna be no need for guns, swords. No, the Lord said you will be the sharp threshing instrument, man.
Yes. And then what the plowman shall overtake the reaper.
Yeah. Yes.
If I could say real quick, right, another point, right, yes, we will have the power and the might to subdue these different nations, which we will do that,
Mhm.
but we're going to govern these different nations under knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Right.
So these different quarrels that they're having, right, overseas, they will be sought out easily,
Yeah.
right, through wisdom, not through boasting and might, right, boasting in lies. You got it. Y'all got it, bro.
I was gonna say too. It said, that's why it's called thy gates gonna be praised. Cause everybody,
That's
they gonna all these nations gonna bow down to us, man. Stop me how
That's
shot.
no benefit.
They gonna benefit.
See, the Lord ain't dealing with them right now.
That's right.
Yeah, right. Just to add to what you're saying, like the brother said, it said it would make them new sharp threshing instruments. If they were the people, they'll be the instruments.
That's
You
it.
know what I'm saying? They will have power.
Everybody,
They'll be
everybody
strong.
will bow down to them, man.
Yes, everybody will be bound to them.
America to fight their battles.
That's
Like they bow. Exactly.
I got some, bro. You finished? You had your
I had a
Yes.
I just wanted to go into the color, right? Because the elder always say this: a color, it matters for what? Edification's sake. Okay. And while we going in on these so-called JOOs, all right, the real JOOs, according to the scriptures, all right, are us, man. All right. You so-called Negroes, man. All right, going into the southern tribe. But this real quick, just to show a description of the color, this Songs of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 5. It reads, I am black and comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me because I am black, because the sun had looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but mine own vineyard I had not kept. And ultimately, when you look at an Edomite, when he's in the sun, he does not become darker. Right? He becomes red. This is a description of an Israelite man. This is not a description of an Edomite, man. All right. Joshua, the waste of the way one, man.
That's it.
You know, you got it.
But if the Heavenly Father, in that scriptures we can go into, show the Heavenly Father is a brown-skinned Jacob.
That's right.
His son is a brown-skinned Jacob. Okay? When you go into the word human, it goes into the word hue, which goes into color, man.
That's right, brother.
All right. And the Lord's people are people of color. They have a pigment, all right, melanin in their skin.
Yeah. See? But if I can say, and the reason I brought this out, because the brother already displayed through the scriptures what? That you don't belong in that land. Right? According to prophecy, you're not those people. Right? And according to a basic description of the Israelites, you're not those people. So in a roundabout way, right? We have covered the things that show that you are not the true Israelites, man. You know, that's the reason I brought that out, brother. You got it.
And I'm gonna put this disclaimer out because yes, there are people who may look like a so-called Edomite.
That's right.
But some of their fathers are going back to the line of the bloodline of an Israelite, man. You know, because we've been scattered throughout the earth. So you're gonna have different Jakes that look like these nations. All right. But hey, man, they're gonna come back in the end.
And another thing they always saying is that, you know, why are you worrying about how he look? I don't care how he look, you know, I don't care what color he is. Okay, if you don't care what color he is, whatever, why did they change the faces of the judges? Why did they open up the book of the law? Tell us that.
Yeah.
Why was it changed?
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? You keep going, he's not that does not matter by color. That's right. Yeah. Why did you change?
Yeah, why did you change it? If it don't matter, you should have just left it the same. You know? But you the devil that the Bible speaks of, man.
Yeah.
You know, you've been crooked, you've been a liar, a murderer from the beginning, you know, an impersonator. You're just full of wickedness, man. You can't help yourself, bro.
Exactly.
You know, but go ahead.
Hey, who that was? They said a quote. They said, we left the
Abdul Nasir. Yeah,
brother.
Was it Iranian? I think it was Egyptian.
Yeah, he said we left, you know, people of color and we came back.
Yeah, we can't accept you. We can't accept you. Enough, you say you left black and you came back white. We can't accept it.
Yeah, the real Jews, you know, you gotta say it like that because of algorithm. You know, they left black, but they came back white, man. Yeah. You know, using, you know, so-called black and white, right? Right. You know.
Yeah, that's why they gotta add the ish, like, you know, the elder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. But it be like,
and one more thing, why ain't they going to hide when the Lord returns? You know what I'm saying? Going in these goddamn bunkers. He look like, yo, what you hiding for?
Yeah, you should be rejoicing that it's coming.
You know what I'm saying? What you hiding for?
You the people, you should be rejoicing that it's coming. Go ahead.
Hide us from the fake that sits on the throne. What's going on with y'all, man?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I got that quote that you was talking about. I'm trying to get you. It says they left black the war for Israel.
Read the who said it? Read who said it.
He just got the quote.
Abdul Nasir. Yeah, when he was asked about peace in the Middle East, the late president of Egypt, Gamal Abdul Nasir, stated the Jews will never be able to live here in peace because they left here.
That's happy. That's happy.
Hold on, brother. It said the Jews will never. It was never. He was prophesying. Like the Jews would never be able to live here in peace. Why?
The Jews will never be able to live here in peace because they left here black, but came back white.
Yeah. So
that's heavy.
What we gonna do?
Because they don't belong.
I mean, we could close the video.
Shut down right now. Back to what that brother brought out with those lions.
Yeah.
You see, from the very from the very first time they came over, there's a certain way you're supposed to keep the land of Israel, and the Lord have it set up that way. And if you don't go according to that, there's consequences, which is what? No peace. Y'all brothers got it.
Yeah, this Deuteronomy 28. This
Let me see. Yeah, this Deuteronomy 28 and 64. It says, "And the Lord Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth, even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone." And that don't apply when you look at them over there. That don't apply to them. Because basically they're like, we here, we them, and they all, you know, that's y'all not scattered. Like, the actual nation of Israel. And there's many, many more. Because Deuteronomy 28 chapter, all those curses, they gotta be on somebody.
Yeah,
It ain't on them, brother. It's plenty.
even when you go down to 48, when they say thou shalt serve thy enemy. No, man. Hey, man, you people got the whole earth in subjection, man.
That's right, man.
Right, you're literally ruling the earth without YAHWASHI.
That's it.
Job 9 and 24, man.
Yeah, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, man. You know
Who are they serving?
who they serving? Satan.
Hey, I ran across a video. It was one of them JWOs talking about they was asking the question in the interview, do you really think that the JWOs are superior?
Yeah.
And he straight up, yeah. Everything is about us right now, we're superior than everybody else on this, in this earth. And that's how they treat themselves. That's how they think of themselves. They think themselves to be superior, and it's this kingdom that that we live in.
Yeah, and if I could say real quick, because even these, and it starts with those elites, man.
Yeah.
Even these, you go back to the Bowers, right? The Rothschilds,
Getty.
all right, the Gettys, the
Bilderberg.
DuPonts, the Bilderbergs.
Yep.
All right. Even the name Rothschild is just simply means red shield.
Yeah.
So that's telling you they know who they are, but they purposely are portraying themselves to be those people, all to fulfill prophecy, man. But
I think I'm one.
go ahead. I got one too.
This was a real quick one to prove that they don't fit prophecy at all. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 18. It says, "In those days, the house of Judah."
No,
It's Jeremiah 3 and 18. It says, "In those days, the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north to the land that I have given for an inheritance unto your fathers." So according to the Bible, all 12 tribes are going to come together in the land of the north and get brought to Israel. So they don't fit the prophecy at all. There's no prophecy that says only Judah's going to go back to the land and have war. Come on, man.
I know the land of the north is Africa.
Oh, of course.
Have you seen that madness?
That's wicked.
The land of the north is Africa.
That's
Now.
wicked.
Come on, man. Bugged out, man. No, man, the land of the north is here in America.
That's right.
If we can see the southern and the northern kingdom walking together, man, preaching the word, man. You got brothers right here that's northern kingdom and southern kingdom, man. Hey, we walking together to get the hell up out of here, And that prophecy has to be fulfilled. Those guys in the land, like the brother said earlier, they don't know where the rest of the tribes are.
Right.
So that's a telltale point. Hey, man, you got to pay attention to what's going on.
Even at that point too, again with that Second Kings, with the brother kind of what he definitely edified on was that the northern tribe and the southern tribe was separated at that time. So that was when he was speaking of Israel in that Second Kings, that was the northern tribe that eventually went into Assyrian captivity. All right, but furthermore, backing up that Jeremiah 3, this is Jeremiah 23 and 5. It says, "Behold, the days come, said the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, and the king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. In these days shall Judah be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely, and this is his name whereby he shall be called the Lord our righteousness."
Yes.
Right? And it says, verse 7, "Therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that they no more say the Lord liveth, which brought up the children out of Israel out of the land of Egypt." All right, we talking about that second one.
Yeah.
What's the second one? It says, "But the Lord liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, and from all the countries whither I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land." All right. And again, backing up the brother point, this is where everything is going to pop off here in the land of the north. Okay. It's not talking about that, after these missiles and everything hit, that the Lord is going to come to Israel right now and save these JWOs out of there from Iran and so on and so forth. no, we gonna be saved from our captivities in every place that we've been scattered around the world and brought back into our land of Israel.
Yeah, those missiles are actually punishment to the heathen.
That's
Yep.
right.
Right? It tells you in Joel that the whole reason that World War III is happening is because what you've done to the actual Israelites, the actual 12 tribes.
Hey, what? So because they got actual videos of people suffering from getting hit, like the missiles and all that that's going over. So what they save you like what that remnant? Because we know before America, get hit with the missiles and all that, we know we gonna get beamed. The elect gonna get beamed up.
Yeah.
Okay, so if y'all the people, where's y'all savior? Where's YAHAWASHI come and save y'all from getting hit with the missiles, brother? Where y'all remnant at? You got it.
Con. It's just gonna back up both of you brothers' point. And this is Revelation 21:1. The point I want to get is in 4, but I'm gonna start at 1 for context purposes. And it says, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth.
Yes.
For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. So, like the brother's been saying, why hasn't the Lord returned? Why haven't we seen the earth get refreshed? You know what I'm saying? The people have spiritual power. You know what I'm saying? Them being judges over the earth. I'm gonna jump to verse.
In Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, man.
That's
Right.
brother.
You know, in order for the place to be established, the people have to be there, man. And it's not gonna be established because the people not there.
Yep.
You see?
The people is what make the place.
Exactly.
Verse 4, and it says, and God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. So is that happening right now? Are we seeing the Lord wipe away the tears
read
from the
3?
people's eyes? You want to read 3?
Yeah, read 3.
All right. Revelation 21:3, and it says, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he shall dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them and be their God.
So is Yahweh Bashim Al Shai dwelling with them?
Not at all.
This don't make sense, right?
Right.
If Yahweh Bashim Al Shai is not dwelling with them, why are they getting hit with missiles, man?
Yeah.
If he is dwelling.
If he is, Salakia, if he's dwelling with them, nothing would happen.
Right.
The whole earth would be in subjection. America would be totally destroyed. Okay, Israel will be back on top, and they will be ruling over the heathen.
Imagine.
Okay, if they were the people, because this is what the prophecy says, man. Y'all brothers got it.
Right. I got a little more on that.
Let me
Go ahead.
you got a little point because you kind of walked me into it. Romans the 8th chapter around the 20th verse. Goes into what? The whole creation waited for the manifestation of the sons.
Yeah.
Get it.
But I was, he could grab it. I just was saying that because what? Why are they waiting? They're waiting for peace.
Right.
They're waiting for a heavenly rulership, man. All right, that's what they're groaning for. That's what they're waiting. Okay, but I just want to say that because right now everything is suffering. Nature is suffering. All of the peoples are suffering. The earth itself is suffering.
You see, there's no structure, there's no order.
That's right.
All right, and it tell you that when the wicked mourn,
Everybody get it.
when the wicked rule,
Everybody get it.
oh, you got it. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, that brother got a little bit more too.
Oh, you got
let me finish.
We'll come back to it. We're gonna come back to it. Let him grab these two right quick. We'll come right back to you. Because it's gonna tie into that verse 4 anyway. Okay, go ahead.
There's Proverbs 29, verse 2. And when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Yeah. And all the people of the earth rejoicing, man. No,
Mourning, brother.
they're mourning. Go read it. Finish it out.
Lamenting.
It said, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
And the people are mourning. Like the brother said, they're lamenting. Okay. They went and cried for Donald J. Trump, man. And they thought, oh, make America great again. Trump will fix it. And here it is. And they got this double saying how horrible of a job Obama is doing because he's getting ready to lead us right into a war with Iran. And here it is, you doing the exact same thing that you was criticizing, man. You see? But this is what happens when the wicked bear rule. You have the mass majority of the people, not just here in America, but on the planet Earth are mourning, man.
That's right.
All right, the trees, okay, the animals, okay, everybody, the whole earth, man.
That's it.
You want to make a point?
Yeah, these devils is also as stubborn you know, as can be, because I watched another little video, a little short little clip on Instagram. A little Edomite was making fun of his grandma, and the grandma was he was basically telling his grandma, Donald Trump said that when he came in office that it wasn't going to be no more wars, and now it's wars happening. And she's in complete denial of like, no, Donald Trump said that we're not going to go into war ever again, and we're not going to do it. But you know, through prophecy and what the Lord is doing to this devil, you know, is pushing it straight forward to what needs to happen. You know, that's going to lead to the destruction of this place.
And the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
That's
man.
right, man.
Yes.
That's it. You can't do nothing. You can't do no ifs, ands, or he said he was going to negotiate the peace deal with Ukraine and Russia. No, man, the Lord got the hooks in Putin's jaws, man. You know, he ready for action, man. All right. Go ahead, bro.
Yep. This
I'm
is
coming back to you.
this Romans 8 and 19. I'm gonna read the point is 21, 22. But I'm gonna read in the NLT. Romans 8:19. It says, "For all creation is waiting eagerly for that future day when the Most High will reveal who His children really are."
That's heavy.
That's just that one verse alone.
Come on down with that. Boy, that's heavy.
So that means that day hasn't came with a, you know, because he gotta be unveiling, you know, that skirt right now at this moment.
Right, brother.
All right, but
Hey,
verse
but
20
that's why Salaki. That's
Yeah.
why Yahawashai said it'd be earthquakes, pestilences,
Yeah.
all right, famines. All of these things are birth pains by the earth, man. All right, especially these different storms. Hey, man, it's been raining every damn day for the past 2 weeks, man. That ain't right, brother.
Washington getting it hard right now, bro.
Yeah.
If y'all brothers go look up the clips in Washington right now, they getting it hard.
It's gonna speak about the pains too.
Yeah, man, and you got these hailstorms, man. We in down here in Louisiana, and you know the South, we in hurricane season. All right, you just had a hurricane on the other side of Mexico turn into a Category 5 overnight, man. So we can clearly see the times that we in. This is the earth travailing, man. You know,
Can't forget about the fires on the West Coast.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
past winter that just came.
Volcano eruption,
volcano eruptions, earthquakes. You know,
tsunami.
that's the earth trying to, you know, tell you like, hey, man, it's ready to be at rest, man. You know, the Lord coming, man. You know, they have more.
Yes. Verse 20. It says, "Against His will, all creation was subjected to the Most High's curse, but with eager hope, the creation looks forward to the day when it will join the Most High's children in glorious freedom from death and decay. For we know that all creation has been groaning as in the pains of childbirth right up to the present time." That's
when you grown as in the pains of a childbirth, you know, a woman, she's screaming, all right, she in immense pain, okay, until the child comes, she can't find rest, you see. But that's what the earth is getting ready to do, is getting ready to born the man child, man, which is Yahawashi. All right,
to be over with.
And then it says all creation.
Yeah, all creation.
But look, right up to this present time.
Yes.
So that's telling you that we ain't.
Now.
Yeah, come on, bro.
It's now. The present time is now, man. You know. Well, go ahead, Hezekiah.
Khan, this is
because this is gonna tie right into what the brother getting ready to read, man. You know, when the Lord brings us back into rest, all right, brings us back into that estate of being just at ease, man. You know, go ahead.
Khan, this is Revelation 21 and verse 4, and it says, "And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death."
No more death, right? Now, this is talking about Israel, okay? Because you other nations not going to be perfect, all right? You're not going to be immortal. You're still going to be mortal, and you're still going to be subject to the flesh, man. All right? But you still going to have to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, or else, man. All right? Go ahead.
Neither sorrow nor crying.
Because that's what our people in a constant state of sorrow, man. All right? Loved ones being killed, parents passing away, children passing away. All right, that's in a constant state of sorrow. Worried about paying your bills. All right, it's just a constant state of worrying. Our people don't have no rest, man. You know, but the Lord is getting ready to give that to us. Go ahead.
Eternal rest.
That's right.
Neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
Yeah, and these things are going to be considered former things, man. All right, being sick. All right, different cancerous things, man. All right, all of these sicknesses, these diseases that our people carry, man. All right, these are going to be considered former things because we're going to be made perfect in the kingdom, man. It ain't going to be no getting sick, all right, getting a cold, you know, headaches, toothaches, all right, high blood pressure, you know. Right. Hey, man, all those things going to be passed away. And you can see as we're still going through these things, the Lord has to come back, all right? And these people that are in the land, they are going through the same thing too. You see, so if they were the people, why do they need hospitals in Israel? Huh?
Right. Why is there right? Like they're supposed to be the people. They wouldn't be dying.
They wouldn't be dying.
Sorrow.
They have spiritual powers, brother. They're mown up as eagles. They'll fly and go intercept the missiles, man. You know,
like speaks as the scriptures tell you. Hey, what was that? Maybe a year and a half ago when it was going through those tunnels and shit. If you're the people of the law, what the hell are you doing going through subway tunnels and secret tunnels to entrances to you know
abduct children?
PDF file centers and shit, man.
That's
you know,
bro.
And another thing, you ain't gonna need no damn Iron Dome. We
right.
fucking Iron Dome.
That's right.
One man.
Yeah, that's it. We don't need the Iron Dome. We don't need no what is that thing? We gonna go there and take care of that business.
That's right.
Go
Easily.
You had your precept?
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah, I got something. Go down the line.
All right, Micah, chapter 4 and verse 10, it said, this one here is straight to the point right here.
Brother.
He said, but in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail, said, for now shall thou go forth out of the city. It's talking about what? Jerusalem, you know, so we ain't been back in our homeland since what, 70 AD. So this right here, this is spot on. And it says here's and thou shalt dwell in the field. You know what I'm saying? So that's talking about the world. You know, the four corners there, we were scattered to all nations. So what are these what you call these damn these ish people? I'm trying to say it, you know, what is it? They all right there in the land. They scattered. So let's go right here. It says, so and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon, and there shall thou be delivered, and there the Lord shall redeem thee from the hands of thy enemy. So hey, right there, that's just right there to the point.
That's
modern day Babylon is what? It's America. Babylon the Great, you know. So hey, we here.
That's straight to the point.
That's straight to the point.
You don't gotta break that.
Yeah, break.
And it said that he gonna redeem us from our enemies.
They gonna redeem us from our enemy.
And hey, and like the brother brought out with Deuteronomy 28.
Yeah,
no man. It says that in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. He didn't bring it out, but it says no man shall buy you.
That's it.
Right. When the Lord redeems us, he gonna buy us back, man. Go ahead.
Oh, so that's also a cut too. That scripture is a cut. Or Jake trying to go to Israel.
Right.
You know, so you said we're gonna be delivered in Babylon.
That's right. Yeah. They say you that in Jeremiah that the Lord that raises up prophets in Babylon, man. Not prophets in Israel to be. No, that don't work like that.
I was just gonna say, all of these niggas that's trying to leave America, man, you gonna miss the train of salvation or the chariot to salvation.
You're gonna miss the climax of the movie.
That's like sleep in the middle of the movie. Well, you before the end, where the resolve starts to come. That's going to sleep right there, man.
Yep, wake up to the credits.
That Nate get his ass over there. To get his ass chased. Oh, yeah.
Kenya?
Yeah, you know they kill you over there with them hands.
Jake gone to Kenya get their ass whooped, man.
Yeah, them Hamites beat the dog shit out talk about they Lord.
Yeah, come on, man.
I got one for you.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 50 and verse 21, and it reads, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence.
Oh, yeah.
Though so like it, thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before my eyes. Right, and ultimately that's going into what, man? These so-called white people, right? You JOOs especially thinking that you're the people of the Lord, man. Right? You thought the Lord was with all of this shit that you have orchestrated. These you know, what I'm trying to think of a word to describe these atrocities, right? That they have, you know, done to the children of Israel, to the pupil of the Lord, man.
By the force of the sword, man.
You see, you thought the Lord was with that. You thought the Lord was with hardcore slavery, corporate slavery. No, man. Hey, the Lord gonna get your ass, man.
That's right.
And you seeing the birth pains to the Lord getting your ass, man.
Yeah. But that's why I tell you in Ecclesiastes 8:11, because a sentence evil work ain't executed speedily.
Speedily, yeah.
You know, it's fully set up in their hearts, which their lives, their minds to do evil, man. So just because the judgment hasn't come, oh, it's been 100 years, the judgment still ain't come. Let's try this. And it's been a generation of trying shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, but there's gonna be a judgment, as it said in Revelation 18, because it done reached up into the heavens, man.
That's right, brother.
That tab you done ran up, you can't pay it back, man.
Somebody got to pay for these crimes.
That's right.
You getting ready to pay. We had to pay. You getting ready.
That's right.
It's a rock. The Lord is long suffering. He will in no wise let thee go.
Yeah.
So you still gotta pay for everything you did.
Yeah.
He will not the wicked.
That's right.
Yeah. So he ain't gonna throw out the shit. He ain't gonna pass.
You better check the damn thing.
That's right.
Hey, the Lord is totally different from the Edomite judicial system, man. Edomite judicial system, hey, they would throw shit out, according to who they like and who they. Yeah, you can basically buy your freedom. No, the Lord is about strict business, balance, and order, man. All right, the Lord ain't fucking around. Judgment, you're right. Righteous judgment, man.
You can't bribe YAHAWASHI.
That's right. Okay. Oh, here, Yahushua, I got
$1 million.
coming with the damn chariot,
Yo,
where you can't even see the end to, and you, I got, man, get your ass.
they gonna open, have a big ass garage come out of the water with gold, try to rob YAHAWASHI, man.
Shit gleaming off the clouds and shit off the bottom.
Man.
All you gonna see is a spark in tempest, man.
It's flames of
Name of fire, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Richard's probably not the route, man.
That's right. Go ahead,
Y'all
dog.
got it.
Because Isaiah 32, I'm gonna start verse 16. Then judgment shall dwell in the wilderness, and righteousness remaining in the fruitful field. And the works of righteousness shall be peace, and the effects of righteousness quietness and assurance forever. And my people shall dwell in the peaceable habitation, and in sure dwellings, and in a quiet resting places. That's the point, man. You know what I'm saying? So if they are the people that's on that land right now, there'll be a peace. There'll be quietness, man. Quiet resting.
They not resting right now.
That's
Believe it.
That's talking about us, man. We're getting back on land. It's gonna be peace. You know, because that's what Yahushua coming back to bring. He pay, hey, Prince of Peace, man.
Till Shiloh come.
Yeah, Shalawam.
Which is the Prince of Peace, all right? Tranquility, rest, all right? This is who's coming. Okay? Like brother say all the time, you can't just come back and not take down the king and just restore peace. No, man. Blood has to be shed in order for peace to be established, man.
Right.
You know? And that they've been shedding blood, but they haven't established peace, man. They tell you in Habakkuk 2 that they can't be satisfied. You know?
Yeah, if I can add to you, brother, like you mentioned right there, do you think that they're not gonna try to go out without a fight either?
They
You think they just gonna give their kingdom over?
they're gonna fight the Lord.
Right.
I tell you
It's
that
in Revelation 12.
second Ezra the 13th chapter. The Lord gonna have to make them fight. So it's gonna go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
It said Michael and his angels fought against the dragon and his angels,
That's
man.
right, brother.
They gonna try to fight YAHAWASHI, brother. Like that scene when Thanos came, he had all the stones,
Right.
you know, and Jake was doing, not Jake, but you know, the Avengers.
That's Jake.
That's Jake. You know, yeah, you're right. They was doing everything they could. They hit him with the best move. Thanos just put it in. It's just nostalgic, brother. The way he was doing it, and it's exactly how YAHAWASHI gonna do it. They say he didn't lift up a hand, you know.
Let me fuck your head up, because what happened in the rest of that movie? Once the war happened, right? The catastrophes, and he basically subdued the strong man.
Yeah.
What did he do? He went to a place of tranquility and rest.
Motherfucker was.
You remember that? You remember that?
It was, brother, it was nothing but it was like peace.
Oh, it was a sunset a little bit better than this.
Yeah.
You know, he
Nothing but green fields, man.
it was peaceful.
Yeah.
That's what he fought for. That's what YAHAWASHI gonna achieve, man.
Hey, Jake was in there cutting up vegetables, man.
He put his armor down.
Put his armor down and everything.
Some of them
he put their twist in there that they gonna come in and destroy.
Yeah.
Portal.
Yeah, they gonna
Nah,
come
They
through.
gonna go back in time and stop your house. All
They
right.
wish.
Yeah, all
I'm
right.
gonna have
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Man, this is an oldie but goodie. This goes into World War III. It's going to be the last war, and immediately following that is going to be everlasting peace. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments roll with blood. Stabbing. We got horses, elephants,
Right.
clanking shields against swords. It says, but this, talking about this war, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Talking about the missiles. And very next verse, it says, for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace.
Yes.
Of the increase of his government and peace, there shall be no end.
Yes.
happy.
Upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth, even forever. So right after World War III, we're gonna have an everlasting kingdom, and that kingdom is gonna be on the shoulders of YAHAWASHI Mashiach.
Right.
So anybody saying that they're the real people and they're in the land, where's YAHAWASHI? Where's your everlasting peace?
Yeah.
You got to answer that, man. Got it.
Yeah. So, we could just close out with that, brother. All right.
Close
Hit the
out.
nail on the head. What's the time?
We got some time.
All right. Yeah, you can just close out with that one. I'll just fucking with you. That's heavy though. That's heavy precept. Go ahead.
Good. I got you. Good one.
You got one.
Yeah, I got some, yo. I thought you good,
Go ahead.
but not good. Yeah, good.
This is a quick one. This is Sirach chapter 8, verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
Hey, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, you know? And he chose Esau, Edom as the rulers of this age, man. All right, the rulers of this world. And in due time, he's gonna take them out of power and set up that righteous order, man. He's gonna send his son back to do exactly what the brother just read in Isaiah the 9th chapter. You know?
Con. This is the book of Isaiah 25 and Isaiah 25 and 7. I'm reading the KJV and the NLT. It says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations. All right. In the NLT, it says, there he will remove the cloud of gloom, the shadow of death that hangs over the earth. All right. Continuing on, it says, he will swallow up death forever. The sovereign Lord will wipe all tears. He will remove forever all insults and mockery against his land and people. And the Lord has spoken. And that day, the people will proclaim, this is our power. We trusted in him and he saved us. This is the Lord in whom we trusted. Let us rejoice in the salvation he brings. All right. And, you know, that's just a beautiful ending to a love story. You know, the Lord finally coming through and save the day like the superhero that we, you know, the superpower that we believe him to be. All right. And it's just going to be glorious and, you know, not really too much to say on it, man. It's going to be glorious and beautiful, man. About salvation from YAHAWASHI.
Right. And just to back up what you was, saying in that verse, the Lord's basically, going to expose Esau for who he truly is, man.
Yeah.
All the lies, all the theft, everything is, well, not everything, but things that need to be known is going to be revealed. And in the kingdom, we're going to know exactly what he did, man.
Yeah.
To the T.
Hey,
If
I could add to you too, because you brought it up in my mind. Just imagine, again, it's been raining all this week. Man, this whole time that we've been living here has been nothing but cloudy. Cloudy and we gloomy. Yeah, we waiting for that sunny day. We waiting for that sun to rise from the east. To come in and shine light upon us and come and save us, man.
Right, and what the scripture said, it said it make bright the clouds, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So the Lord's gonna come back, as that arm to save his people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and it's gonna show who he really is too, because everybody has to make like that veil that's on the people that ate.
Right.
That Jesus Christ is so-called white man, you know what I'm saying?
I got a quick precept.
Yeah, you go pierce that veil when ain't going to Revelations, man. We be revealed.
I got a quick one real quick. This is Luke 8 and verse 17. It says, "For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad." Right? So, like we were saying, man, the Lord is going to reveal these people for who they truly are, man. And we're seeing it. You know, it's evident, you know, as the scriptures say, man.
Yeah, it said nothing that's secret is not going to be made. Read it one more time, Bible sir.
This verse 17, it says, "For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest."
Right. So the Lord is going to expose everything, man. All right. When it's all said and done, all the things that you tried to hide, that you uncovered, like it said in Psalm 64, even though you have these whistleblowers, these people blowing the trumpet, all right, the people telling you the different inside things, you know, with your boy, who was that? One of those Rothschilds who talked to that guy,
Aaron Russo.
Aaron Russo,
Yeah.
you know, and he talked to Alex Jones. You see, it's gonna be more of this coming out as we can see it now, you know, and it's gonna be even more. Go ahead.
I was just gonna just say real quick, this is that I know something about you moment.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's going on through the earth, and it's being shared to the prophets and then trickling down to, you know, the remnant, the elect of Israel.
No, I just
You
was
know.
gonna say, and these secrets that are coming out, hey, understand that these are secrets that have been kept over hundreds of years, man.
Mhm.
That just goes to show you that this is prophecy and the Lord is in a mixture, man. Right? He's making these things turn. Okay. These things have been passed down from generation on generation on generation. How could they be spewed out into the common world, man? Right? It's only by way of YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI. You got it.
Yeah, that's why I tell you in 2 Thessalonians, man, that you know he shall destroy them with the brightness of his coming.
That's right.
You know, which is twofold, represents Yahushua, but it represents the prophets. No, man. All right. Destroying them with the word.
That's right.
Bringing out the word, and the word is this kryptonite, man.
Yeah, that's the spirit of his mouth.
Right.
That's the spirit of his mouth.
Yeah, that's the spirit of his mouth, man. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets since the world began. You know, and the Lord ain't changed. You know, but
I got one. It's Jeremiah 49 verse 10. But I have made Esau bare.
yes, you bare your what? You're
Naked.
told you don't have no covering.
Yes.
Right? Go ahead.
The emperor has no clothes.
Yeah.
Yes. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself.
Mhm.
His seed is spoiled,
Yep.
and his brethren and his neighbor, and he is not. He is not.
Mhm.
That's right. Just to say, man, that's that man of sin.
Mhm.
He's being revealed for who he is, man. Being the wicked of the planet Earth.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's what we're doing now. We're showing him that he's not the people. You know what I'm saying? You know, Lord willing, we be of that number, but we the people,
Mhm.
and you going down, man.
It's and that's a good point you made, because you've been portraying that you're the people. Well, you're actually the son of perdition. That's right. The one who's going to bring forth the destruction, man. The harbinger of death, man.
Yes.
That's who you are. And we've exposed that. The starting with the elder apostles, right? The elders on down, man, to the youngest men. You know?
Hey,
Go ahead.
that's a long like, I was just about to say that's how you know they ain't the people, because in our kingdom, ain't nobody gonna be prophesying against
Come on,
us.
man.
That's crazy. In the kingdom, ain't Yahawah bahasham, YAHAWASHI, we gonna have people prophesying against our what?
Come on.
Good luck with that.
Come on, man. I ain't the people, bro.
Oh,
I forget which brother it was. I remember brother said that on a lesson. That the either will come out there with a sign.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
come on with garments on.
Amalek
Be the real Hebrahites.
tribes.
Coming to prophesy against the
Of the kingdom of heaven. Like, yo, that's bugged out, man.
First off, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Shaitan.
They can't do that.
Double honors to Edom.
To Esau, man.
Go ahead, bro.
But
Back
back
in
up
my
your
camp. Yeah, all over.
They over at four corners.
People have to set that up just to laugh, right?
Oh,
And then put them all to death.
God, I said, Set them up just to laugh, brother.
Have the garments, everything.
Yeah.
Brother's about to have cosplays in the
Yeah.
but you mentioned a little earlier point. This is not the precept I wanted, but you was kind of going to bit of that Second Thessalonians, what was it, 2 and 3? I would have to be all the way first to reveal who that son of perdition was. You know, obviously that was just part of the Lord's story. You know, for us to be at this point in time to see that was really young. All right, but the precept I have is this Second Ezra chapter 16, is 73. It says, "Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they should be tried as gold and fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, said the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt. Your power is your God, is your guide." It's like it. But you know, again, we know again that this is not it, man. We know that whatever they going through, we know that this is destruction from the Lord that the Lord is placing on them, and also, you know, the Lord is allowing us to rejoice to finally see, you know, these prophecies unfold, to know that our salvation is coming, man. You know.
Yeah, but that's why I say in what's that, Malachi, that in the day when the Lord make up his jewels, Malachi 3 and 16. You know? Yes, brother.
Yes.
When the Lord making up his jewels, you know, and like I said, then shall it be known they're my chosen. What the Lord is gonna have a standard set for his people, man.
Yes.
All right, chiefly the elect. You see? Go ahead, though. I just wanted to make that point.
Now,
That was it.
yeah, that was
It kind of passed a little bit. This going back to you know, them skirts being lifted. All right, this the book of Nahum, chapter 3, and verse 4, and it reads, "Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts." That's going into what? Babylon the Great, man. All right. This is that well-favored harlot. This is the well-favored place that all of these different nations like to come to do what? To do debauchery, man. All right, to do wickedness. It says, verse 5, "Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms of thy shame." It says, "And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock." You see? And ultimately, that's what's going on right now, man. All right. And it's gonna ramp up soon to come. All right. As prophecy starts to you know, fast track to the end, all right, the nastiness and the vileness of these Edomites, especially these Amalekites, all right, are gonna be shown unto the world, man. And these people are gonna back away from them, all right, and ultimately leave them to be what? Targeted, man.
That's right.
You got it.
Yeah. You know, we're gonna end it out with that, bro. This the book of I was holding this earlier. This the book of Second Ezra chapter 4, verse 9. I mean 29. It says, "If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good." So yeah, man. So ultimately, this place that's sown with evil, it has to be turned upside down, man. So that sown with good, all right, righteousness, all right, the kingdom of heaven can come, man. All right, there's the evil, the wickedness, all right, and even the people that's in our land, they have to be uprooted, man. You know. So, you know, that's pretty much the point. Brother, got any points you want to make? Nope. So with that, we're gonna give all praises, glory, infinite honors unto
Yahawah, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, YAHAWAH.
double honors to the apostles and elders of great Millstone. Peace, blessings, citations to the hopefully elect. Till next time, we're gonna say Shalawam, Baba Ball, Kwame Yasharala. Shalawam.
Shalom.